So, welcome to a walk this morning. I'm at Scammonden Reservoir, or literally on the tip of it, at the very bottom of it. I'm with the dogs, and I'm going to walk from Scammonden Reservoir to home. So, I've got plenty of snack bars in my bag for the dogs. I've got 2 biscuits for me. I've got some crisps for me. No, biscuits, 2 biscuits for me and some crisps. And yeah. What else have I? Oh, and a bottle of water for me and a bottle of water for the dogs as well. And we're going to walk along the left side of the canal. I'm so used to walking on canals, that's the thing. I'm going to walk on the left side of the reservoir to the edge, then go right along the M62. So you can just see in the distance the reservoir, and because it's been raining a fair bit, this is going to be a bit muddy. It's not going to be too bad though, because the pathway is rather good, so it shouldn't be too bad. This is a first for me as well. I've been to Scammonden Reservoir a few times, whether it be on foot or on bike, but I've never actually physically been here on my own walking. Actually, technically fair, I am with the dogs, so I'm not technically on my own, but I'm actually walking individually. It's nice though. So I ended up going the wrong way. Hey hoo. I'm actually on the right bit now. Because I was walking on the path bit, I was like, I'm not on the left side of the reservoir. I bloody am now though. I didn't get too far though. I was just like walking on the path bit. I was like, I'm on the right side of the reservoir, not the left. But thankfully, I'm going the right way now. Hey-hoo, going the right way now. So that path is where I was about to go. So I just thought, you know, quickly I'll just check on my map to see I'm going the right way. But I should be actually going that way to come along this way. Glad I checked now. I figured with some of these walks, like point to points, it's not going to be directly like point to point. I'm going to get lost at some point, and then it's just going to like be a little bit open and bit back. At least with this bit, the dogs can be off on this bit. Let's just see if I can do this gate without it being awkward. Oh yeah, that's fine. See, some gates are fine. What's that say? Cattle in fields. Okay, I'll be careful. Surprisingly few amount of people out. Whew. It's nice to be on the right side for a change. By that by that being, not mean, whatever that is, being on the left side. What does that say? It says no public access beyond this point. Yeah, like you're gonna try. Like I'm gonna try walk down that. Wouldn't even think about it. It's not even in my perspectives to try. Wouldn't even think of trying walking down that. Yeah, it's nice to see a few people out. I mean, if you expected to come here and be like, expect to see no people, then yeah, you're kind of gonna be wrong about that. But it's not the sort of people like you'd randomly see on the street that are just, I don't know, being on the street. This is people that are actually coming out for a walk, you know, people actually coming out for a stroll, and because it's a place to go, and Scammonden Reservoir is definitely a place for that. My dad said, like, want to get to the main stretch where the M62 is. Oh, I can actually just see it. Can you just see it? No, because there's no traffic now. Of course there isn't. When I'm here and I'm wanting traffic to be there, there's no traffic. But when I'm not filming, yes, there is. Just to show you that the M62 is very close by. Basically, when I get to that stretch of pavement, which runs like parallel to the motorway, but we've got the M62. I'm gonna put the dogs on the leads. I mean, yes, I could have them off, but I don't want them to get startled. And plus, as well, it's not like it's a very big gap between the pathway and the M62. So to be safe, I'm gonna have the dogs on a lead, just to be on the safe side. So you can see the M62, and then very nearby there is the pathway, and that's where we all want to be. Oh my god, I really thought I'd stepped in poo then, but thankfully it was just mud. You have that awful moment then when you think you've done something awful, like stepped in poo, and you haven't. It's just mud, thankfully. I remember the mistake I made here once when it was really muddy. I came in bog standard normal trainers, not waterproof trainers, not like Solomon trainers, not like Gore-Tex trainers or anything, but just normal, like normal trainers, not even running trainers, just crappy trainers, and walking through mud. They had to be thrown because it was like not appropriate for the weather. But wearing the appropriate footwear really does help. Certainly on paths like these, where the terrain can change at any point, really. Well, obviously the paths change, but like if it's been raining, you can go from like paths like this to paths being quite muddy. And as we're about to go under trees, it's sheltering, so it's going to be muddy. I've just remembered something. My dad actually nearly came off here, because when you're doing the up and downs on the bike coming along here, it's actually pretty fun. Like, he's got a lot more daringness in himself than I have, so I was like, oh yeah, just go like quite quick around these corners. And my dad nearly came off on this bit here. Like, it was literally like a watch this moment. And I literally saw his back tyre skid to the right quite rapidly, and then kind of like regain it to the left. So my dad kind of just in a way Scandinavian flicked it on the bike. Because I didn't see it, I heard it. But I just saw like the tyre mark, because of, even though I didn't see the actual thing happen, I saw the tyre mark, so I was like, oh god. And I thought to myself, oh my god, my dad's come off. But thankfully he didn't. So I did the best thing and just slowed down a bit. I can't be far off the main road, to be fair. Wow, look at that. Yeah, literally, look. That is the M62 there. So I'm about to put the dogs on the leads very shortly. Wow, look at that. And then I need to follow this path the whole way, like going that way. I'll basically film when I'm up there. Okay, so M62 there, literally, all that is M62, and then we've got the reservoir there. I remember a point where this wasn't all fenced up at first, so you walked along it, and then there was just like no fence at all. It's changed now, there's all fencing. And the thing is, I could have the dogs off on here, but I'm seeing little bits of gap in the fence, or gaps in the fence anyway, where the dogs might potentially want to jump over. And the thing is, the M62 is literally just there. So what I need to do is, when I get to the end, I need to turn right. Turn right down the hill. Basically, the way I want to go is like straight in front of me, but I can't like do that straight and forward action. I have to kind of like wind right to wind left to like go under the motorway. I do the hand action, but I'm walking the dogs right now. Yeah, there's that though. See that in the distance just there. Imagine if I did carry on walking along the other side of the reservoir. I mean, you can, but it's not what's planned. The sun's coming out as well, which is good. So I want to be going that way. So I'm going back uphill now. The road I want to go to is called Chapel Lane. It is Chapel Lane. Literally, as soon as I get to the top, there's a path, well, road actually, to go either straight on, which is where I want to be going, or turn right. And I don't want to be going that way, so I want to be going straight on. This will be the third 10k in a row for the dogs and me. I think tomorrow will be just like a rest day, to be fair. It's not a bad idea, is it? It's not a bad idea at all. Right, time to put the dogs back on the leads. So I'm at the top, don't want to be going that way. I want to be going that way. Ah, yeah, I remember now. You know, at the start of the journey, before we even begun, my dad was giving me a lift up, obviously. He said, "You'll pop out of there, of that bit down there." So yes, I'm going in the right direction. Nice windmill there as well. Oh, it's gone now. There. Sun's come out. Still a little chilly though. So the initial idea, so you've got the M62 there, is to go underneath it. And obviously at this point, you can't really do that. So you've got to wind like that way and then underneath. That's the way to go. Because I said to my dad, it doesn't look like you can go underneath, and he said, "Trust me, Jamie, I've biked it a few times. You'll be fine. You can do it." So if he can bike it, then yeah, I can definitely walk it. So this is the way I want to be going. You see the road there? It drops down that way. So I need to be going that way to that bit there, which drops back down the road and goes underneath the M62. So that's the way I want to be going. So bizarre though to be able to just walk so peacefully and quietly, despite the fact that the M62 is right there. I am seeing paths though to like shortcut it, but honestly the fields look dead wet. So I'm going to avoid the fields and just stay on the pavement, to be fair. So this bit of road has a little bit of flooding, a little bit. But to be fair, the only people that were on here when my dad drove along were actually just us. So yes, to be fair, just us. Oh, I can see the bit of road. Ah, yes, I can see it now. I'm not going to try show you because, well, I'll get blinded because it's sunny. It's like basically down there, basically. Oh yeah, that bridge there. Yeah, I can show it. That bridge there, the pathway goes underneath that. Heyo. I'm gonna have a bit of a break now from vlogging because I think I've racked up like 20 minutes and I've not even left the proper area of Scammonden yet. I did bring my charger, thankfully. So, walked up there. I now want to walk down there. And this is the bit that puzzles me. It looked like initially you couldn't continue because it looks like a pathway / road that's just going to lead to the M62 and that's it, done. Turn around, but you actually can go underneath it and do it that way. Just double checking the route before I actually carry on, and on Sports Track it looks like there's no road when you carry on, but on maps there is a road, so I literally just need to carry on straight down the hill, and there's a stream coming down the road as well. I'm nearly going underneath the bridge. It's a bit of a sucker. They have to do the long way around to get to like the same point, but hey, I tell you what though, nothing wrong with being safe, especially when the M62 is right about to be above me. So yep, I am right now walking underneath the M62 motorway, one of the busiest motorways in the UK, and I'm walking underneath it. Some cool artwork. So the only thing I need to do now is pretty much stay on this main road and bear right, to be fair. I'll get to, I think it's Crabtree Inn or Crabtree Farm, and then I'm gonna get to some like nice houses. My dad said, oh, you'll get to some nice houses, and then I think it's Dean Point. I think it was Dean Point. Let's just have a look. So it is Crabtree Barn, which is a bed and breakfast business, and then I'll carry on along that road, which goes to a road called Berry Mill Lane. And then, well, keep following it. That river, that is flowing. Actually, I'll get to a point where I can see it better. That is flowing quite fast. seen my first person whilst walking along this bit. I kept thinking I was going to hear traffic. When I kept hearing the traffic, I was like, oh right, yeah, there's a car behind me. But it's the M62. So I kept doing that little thing where you looked backwards to see if there was anything coming. But no, nothing in sight. Whew. It's nice round here. Oh, I just looked over the corner. I looked over the edge. From perspective, it doesn't look very high, but oh, it is. Oh, it's quite high. So going this way, we'll go to Stainland. I could either choose to go to Stainland or Sowood, but going to Stainland's quicker because it's just, well, beneficial to walk through Stainland and then walk back home that way then. If I get to a good point, I'll take a good picture as well. You know, also as well, I brought my charger with me, in my bag, if I do need it. Because, well, I'm obviously vlogging a lot and taking pictures a lot. Well, not really taking pictures, but vlogging. But I'm going to find a suitable bit where it's got a nice view and take a picture. And I think I might be just at a point where I can take one. Gosh, this reminds me of being back in Scotland. It really, really does. Definitely. Wow, what a nice view. I literally said it wouldn't be long until I see a place with a nice view. And, well, I think I found it. I'm just looking up there. That along in the distance is Greenland, up there. So walking to the right would go to Stainland. Well, this sure as hell would be a nice place to ride your bike, especially on a day like today. It's quite nice for that sort of temperature. Well, it's a nice temperature. It's a nice breeze. It's nice. Yes, you could definitely go on a bike ride down here. So his dad said he'd been down here a couple of times. I can kind of see why. The view's great, and riding down here would be, yeah, quite nice. In fact, it would be nice, especially when you get a view like that. And what's this? This is like what, half an hour away from where I live, literally. I mean, this isn't very far from Stainland, to be fair, so, or Barkersland or Sowood, to be fair. So, bloody hell. You know, honestly, I said this in my Togwooden video about living and going out to explore places. I don't think I've ever been here before, although I feel like I have, but I haven't. People say like, oh, you've got to follow a certain code. And, oh. The little dog's cute. Oh. How cute. Oh, it's dedicated. This little dog is dedicated. Gone now. So I see a point where I can see a junction. So I said I need to bear right. So that's what I'm about to do. Quick navigation on the map, and it's this way. Because the other way does go on along a road, but it gets to a dead end because there is a house there. I'm constantly seeing path signs like, oh, you can go that way, you can go this way. You can't go that way. That's the end. That's the end of the story. Like, it says, oh, there's a public footpath that way. But no, that's not a public footpath to start with, because it doesn't exist. Oh. So, my dad said something about nice houses. So, I don't think I'm going to be far off. Yeah, to be fair, those down there look like nice houses. I don't think you can see them very well on camera. But in person, yes, he's right, these are quite nice houses. Wow. Yes, those are definitely some nice houses. Very much so. Nice indeed. I'm making my way uphill now. And I remember rightly, in order to get to Stirling anyway, you have to go uphill, I think. Yeah. Bit out of breath now. Well, that's good navigation. The trampoline. Right, it sounds stupid, but hear me out. So on the map, there was a house to pass, and in the house, one of them has a trampoline on the map, and I've just passed it. So, going the right way. It's like nice to give myself reassurance that I am going the right way, because I still don't quite know where I'm going. I mean, I'm following a map. What a view. Actually, I'm just going to take a picture again. What a view. I think I'm starting to get to the more populated bit now. Because I'm seeing people drive this way. I mean, it might just be a fluke and just be two vehicles, that's it, and then that's it. Nothing else, but... yeah. Bloody hell, the view, man. And it's gone. What a view. What? I don't know, it must have been. What a view. So the next bit I need to get to is like a scissor junction. Well, it's like an X junction to be fair. And I need to head then to Stirling. It's called Jericho Farm. Jericho Farm. Alright. And there's a road near Rainley Top called Jericho Way. I think there's something they're telling me, right? Maybe, maybe not. It's just possible that they might like WWE. Or in this case, now AEW. Oh man. Nice day. Whew. It's not really warm enough to take the coat off though. Although to be fair, going back up to Stirling, it's going to be uphill, so potentially I might need my coat on. My coat off to be fair. And the funny thing is I'm actually going to be walking the dogs again later today, but probably only for like half an hour, because I've done this massive walk now. I've done it where it's like the last 2 days, walked the dogs first, then done a massive walk in the form of like Huddersfield to home on Monday, and then like out and around the area on yesterday. If I do suddenly pause and I'm recording, then it's because a car is coming the other way. Funnily enough, all the cars that I've seen have all come from the opposite direction. Nobody's come from behind, driving that is. It's always been the other way. I'm trying to make out bits of Staland that I can make out. Or just any other bits, to be fair. And I'm like, yeah, I know where I am. Wow. Just wow. Honestly, just wow. I have no words. And that's not for a bad reason. Wow, God. I just have no words. It's just stunning up here. When you... Unbelievable. Yeah, do you know when people say Yorkshire is God's county, there's a bloody fucking good reason why that is. I'm just in the perfect location. There's no noise, well, there's barely any noise. There's no people. And you're just out in the country. Oh well, in the countryside. What more could you want? Also, I'm looking at the map as well for where to go. And there's a little junction, and the road is called Staland Dean. So, yes, I know exactly where to go. Oh, man. So I'm going to start to see bits of Staland. Have I got a store in my shoe? Yep, I do. That's better. I had to just lean on a tree to get that done. So let's see how many people there are now. Oh my God, there's nobody down that way. There was just nobody that way. So I'm actually wanting to go now that way. Oh my God. And it's like, what, 11:15 now? Well, 11:20. Staland Dean. Going that way. Oh my God. So I need to go this way now, back to Staland. What the actual hell? I'm surprised how quick I've done. I'm bear in mind, to be fair, with the Scammonden Reservoir beginning, I made a mistake of going the wrong way. Damn. Bloody hell. Actually, no, my dad's expecting me to be home for 12:30. Well, I'm going to be home before then, that's for sure. So this is the bit where I'm walking. So there's the tree blocking where the road is. You can see the housing though. But you can just make out now the road. There's a car going up the road, I think. Yes, there is. And in those buildings there is Staland. My God, I reckon it's about, well, I'm at 4.1 miles now. So I reckon I can get it to about 5 miles or just over 5 miles when I get to Staland. So it means going down this little bit of a hill, then go back up a steepish hill pretty much, and then make my way back to home. a nice day. Definitely, it's definitely a nice day. What's that then? The Dean private road. Ah, I see. And all these nice houses as well. The dogs won't need a long walk this afternoon. It'll more or less be like an hour, probably from like 3 till 4, most likely. Now here's the kicker. This entire time that I've been on the road, there's never been anyone come the same way that I'm walking now. Everyone's been practically going the opposite way. So everybody's been going the opposite way. And that's not because it's closed off or anything to the public or anything. It's just coincidence that every driver I've seen is going the opposite way. Pretty much. So I'm watching a dog walker walk on the opposite side of the pavement when realistically there's nothing coming this way at all. I'm still going to stay on this side of the path though. Well, there's no path, but the same. I'm going to stay on this side of the road. I'm seeing bits that I recognise. I'm still going to aim to get home for like 12:30. Dog lane, and there's a pavement, which is what the guy I saw earlier should be on, but he's not. I'm on the right bus, I'm on the pavement now. This guy is choosing to walk on the main road on the opposite side, where all the cars have been coming. And you're going into Scammonden right now. Still can go up pavement, there's still room, but he won't. He will not go on the pavement. Why though? There's a pavement for you to walk on. And thinking about it, traffic's been coming the opposite way all the time. So why would you walk on the pavement? Besides, why wouldn't you? Welcome to Scammonden. Why? There's a pavement for you to walk on. Use it. This is better for walking. More appropriate and encouraging to go walking. Huddersfield doesn't have that. Only town centre. But you're not going to really take your dogs out in you're not really going to walk your dogs in the town centre. I wouldn't. Not really. So I got really hot going up that hill and I'm just burning up. So I have to tuck my jumper and my coat off. I think I've got a bit of sweat on my glasses. Yes, it was just a little bit of sweat. Oh god, right, I need to stop. Can't do this when I'm moving. Got some crisps, I'm gonna have them. You know, even here, still coincidentally, everybody is driving the opposite way. Nobody is driving the way we are walking. Coincidentally, I feel so much better having just a t-shirt on. Oh, way better. So as of right now, I'm at 5.5 miles. So yeah, I just need to practically walk, keep going down the hill, to be fair. That's all I'm doing, I'm just walking downhill constantly, which is pretty cool. Easy to walk the distance because I'm going downhill. So I need to go all the way to the bottom, then get to a bit where it's Hollywood Green, obviously, and keep going down the hill all the way down Stirling Road, then go to Green Lane, and then, well, turn off and come home. Well, go home, I should say. And then in fairness, actually to be fair, when I get to the bottom of here, I should be at the 6.2 mile bit. And then by the time I get home, it's probably going to be 7 miles. Probably. So it's 11:52, and I've done 5.8 miles of walking. So, to be fair, when I get home, I'll have done 10k. And to be fair as well, I had a shower this morning. I'm probably going to definitely need another one when I've had this walk anyway. I won't have it straight away though, but I'll just have a shower. So this is surprisingly just the first walk that they've had. They've not had any breakfast either, but I did give them some stuff beforehand anyway. So I'll need to walk down this road like I would do normally, like a normal dog walk, and then walk onto Green Lane. Well, it's 12:03, so 6.5 miles. I'm feeling achy now, feeling tired. So I think I'm gonna have a restful afternoon and then take the dogs out again for like only half an hour. So yes, what am I on about? Me and the dogs are gonna have a restful afternoon. I think I've got a bit of rubbing in not such a nice place. I haven't had it in a while, but I have done so much walking over the last 3 days. I think it'd be nice to just have a restful afternoon, recuperate, and just go out for like a little walk afterwards in the afternoon / evening. And then tomorrow just stick to doing some smaller walks, not 10k's though. Okay, so 6.8 miles of walking with the dogs from Scammonden Reservoir to home. So I've done 3 10k's in 3 days. So thanks for watching this video, because the start of Scammonden to now is going to be its own video. So thanks for watching, and goodbye.